We are also learning that there is going to be a protest.
Resistant to Silence is a platform created to stand up against corrupt law enforcement entities by exercising our First Amendment rights as Americans. We are here to spread information about standouts, protests, and gatherings, and offer a safe place for discussion.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs, mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. We better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. We better stop now. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop. Children, what's that sound?
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey,
what's happening?
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, we played that video again because we thought it was very appropriate going still where we're at with the buffer zone. So instead of making another one, we just ran with that one. So another great job by Tracy.
Thank you.
I like that video.
It's a good song, too. I love that song.
Absolutely.
Someone
Very
has
relevant.
you have friends in the chat already, Dana.
What's
Oh,
that?
Yeah, someone else thinks Julie Grant's ignorant too.
she's so ignorant.
Jesus, good Lord.
Oh my God.
Don't get me started already. The show just started.
I know. I am gonna. There's a video that I saw earlier that someone posted. I'm gonna try to bring it up because it's awesome, but I have to figure out how to do it.
She sucks.
She is the worst.
She really is.
Hey, is it you guys that feels like it's been forever since we've been at the courthouse?
Yeah, it does, and because I wasn't there all week, but I'm gonna.
I was there Thursday, and it feels like it's been a week.
Yeah, it's been Monday for me. I'm
Yeah.
losing it.
Yeah.
Having a job is just getting in the way.
I got more important things to do.
I know, but so time consuming.
There you go. You guys were frozen for a second, but you're back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little we're gonna have to have a little session with Dana because Dana's got some real resentment towards Julie Grant. He's got to work through it. It's bringing him down.
I've been talking to my therapist about it a lot. It's really bringing me down.
Yeah.
Yep. I got a lot of deep-seated anger towards her. She's stupid.
Nice. I always forget this, and we should say hi to our Facebook people too, because people watch us on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Too, so.
It only says Facebook user though. You can't really tell who it is, which sucks. But hello, Facebook people.
I wish they had a name. I wish their names could show up, but it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe we're doing something wrong.
So, Paul, why don't you tell everybody about the popcorn sales?
Oh, popcorn? Did you say popcorn?
I did say popcorn. Do you know anything about that?
I know about popcorn.
Tell us.
I think Nick and I broke the internet last popcorn challenge and got the popcorn site banned on Facebook.
Yep.
So, anyways, we're the Justice page is running a promotion, the Double Good popcorn promotion. Starts tomorrow. It runs all week. Order popcorn and 50% of the proceeds go right to Karen's fund. Last time we raised $19,100 in a week's time. I think we split it last time between Aiden and Karen, but this one's strictly for Karen. They got another couple more promotions running for Aiden. But this time around, Tracy, Dana, and I teamed up as Resistance to Silence, and we're going to be selling popcorn as a group. So we're going to be in the chat. You'll see in the chat, top of the chat, I pinned a link to our store. And you know me, I'll probably post it 5 times a day.
Yeah, you will.
But listen, I did some popcorn challenges, tasting, right? I was tasting popcorn. For some reason, the popcorn that came from Resistance to Silence tasted the best.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't either. It's because it's purchased. It's made with love. It's given with love.
It's all about the love.
It is. It's what we give back.
but I'm going to be pushing it because we had a little contest last time. I created it myself. I think I was battling myself, but
I think so.
I'm Kendra. Go to bed. No, I'm not afraid of Nick.
Go to bed.
He's afraid of me. I put Nick behind me. I'm going after Kelly this time.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
I know.
Yeah,
she was the big winner.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
listen, it's all fun. It's all in fun.
It is. It's fun.
I mean, that was what was it? It was like 5 or 6 days last time to sell almost $20,000 worth of popcorn, which was almost $10,000 to Aiden and Karen's funds. Huge.
Crazy.
That's awesome. And this popcorn, it is. It's actually really, really good. I'm picky with popcorn, and it's just so tasty. And they have all the different kinds, and just yum.
Everybody in this movement is just so generous, though. For one, and clearly they love popcorn as well. So it's it's a win-win.
Yep. So that kicks off tomorrow morning, or maybe at midnight for all I know.
Oh.
So I know the glare is already on, but it is Sunday. He might pop on at 11 if you're up. Who knows if you're up?
Yeah, that's true too.
Slide on over.
Yeah.
Let's get that popcorn out of the way because we have very important things going on this week, huh?
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, before we go there, thanks again. Will had us on, the Glare had us on the other night. We actually got on. Mark Randazza jumped on with us as well, and followed up with Tom CPU. So it was a great night. It was a great conversation, just talking about this and the buffer zone and the motion that Mark has filed and where we're going, where we're heading with this, and still trying to fight this because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. We all know it, but we have to keep pushing, and that's what we'll do. We don't have any quit. We got no quit. We ain't got no quit.
We ain't got no quit.
No, we don't.
Nope.
And then I think we're going on the Young Jerks on Wednesday too. So
Oh, yeah.
put that on your calendar. We don't have a time yet. I think it's gonna be around 7:30.
Yeah.
So all sorts of stuff going on.
Yep. Busy week.
Oops, I got a bunch of stuff. I got a million messages coming in.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
All about popcorn.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. It's on. It's on.
I'll let you guys in on a little secret. They have a new flavor. Ranch.
Ranch.
Ranch flavored
Oh,
popcorn,
shit.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell. Yep.
And I text Kendra to shut up.
You kind of stop texting
Stop
me.
texting me.
Glad there's not an S in front of that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. Focus. Let's go.
Focus.
Kendra, stop distracting us.
I know, Kendra.
No, we don't sleep. I don't sleep anyways, Leah. It seems like it.
Let's keep on going.
So what's first on the list besides popcorn?
No, let's kick off the week, I guess. We got a big week ahead of us. Tomorrow we get back up to the jury selection. Whether or not the jury will be finalized tomorrow is still to be determined, but that's happening. It's just a crazy week. Aiden's got two court dates this week, Paul.
Yep. We have two. Aiden has two court dates. It's on Tuesday at 2:00 at Norfolk Superior Court. That's the same court as Karen. So that'll be interesting.
Across the hall, yeah.
Yeah, down in the little courtroom.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Friday at 9:00 over at Dedham District.
What is each one for? Do you know off the top of your head? I tried to keep track of which one was which. So
Tuesday is for the mellow sanctions, etc. That Tim Bradle put together a while ago, and
yeah.
Ken's been hiding. I guess I don't know what's going on.
He's sick.
Yeah,
he strolls in whenever he wants, right, Manny and Mike?
Yeah, come whenever.
Whenever you want.
and I'm not 100% on Fridays. What Friday is? It's got to be something to do with the. I don't know what Fridays is actually. But
I think one's got to do with the restraining order, maybe.
Yeah, restraining order.
Yeah,
maybe trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. Or trying to amend it at least to say, if he's at the courtroom, tough shit, I'm not leaving type of thing.
So he can do his job.
Yeah, so he can do his job because this is nonsense.
There you go. Michelle knows.
Where we go?
That's Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look at Michelle.
Yeah. While we
talk about Michelle.
While we have
we gotta give Michelle a heads. We gotta give Michelle a little love because man, she's here every time we go live. She's pretty much our only moderator. We haven't made it big time yet, or we need 1 million moderators. There was one week she was busy.
Yeah, that was a busy week.
She's also helping us promote our channel on Twitter too and stuff like that. So we want to just give her a nice little round of applause.
Yeah,
maybe Claire will show us how to do that Grammys thing someday.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you, Michelle. We love you.
And then
we're still trying to work out the technical aspects of the show 3 months later.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Also, Aiden has something. It's actually Krusty has court date in Leominster on Wednesday, and TV is going to be at that one too. I think he has to be there for you.
And doesn't Lauren have one Tuesday as well with her?
Maybe.
I think that was I had that on a previous.
Is it the 23rd.
I think there is a hearing bound, and I haven't talked to Lauren, but I think she doesn't have to be there.
Yeah,
that's
she doesn't
what I
have to
think,
be there.
Yeah. So that's still moving forward.
Yeah.
Christine, if you want to send me
Yeah.
Christine, if you're on Facebook and you want to send me the message, send it to me. We'll just I'll wait till the end and we'll try to answer your questions. So anyways, and then we have Karen all week.
Yep.
So I put a post out earlier about all the standouts. Karen has as of right now, Karen has court every day, Monday through Friday. Unless for some strange reason that they don't have a jury picked by the end of day 30.
Right.
So we're in the jury selection still. They need 4 more jurors. And as you saw too, I don't know if you noticed last week, one juror dropped out because of a hardship and they had to replace it. It wouldn't shock me if something like that doesn't happen again. Because people get home in the weekend and realize, wait a minute, I can't not work for 2 months.
Yeah. Exactly.
But and then so people know, once the jury is selected and the trial starts, court is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full days, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, half days. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
What is a half day?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry, because I keep forgetting it myself.
Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, full days.
Okay.
Tuesday, Thursday, half days. But I don't know what a half day is according to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
All right. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Thank you.
So who knows what happens once the final juror is selected? Who knows how quick they do? They do got to do queries, but my understanding is they're a little bit different than us. They can get a query in maybe a minute or 2.
Oh, really?
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
That's my understanding, but I'm not sure. So,
Okay.
But tomorrow morning, we're going to be there at 7. Most of us. It is. It's going to start off a little chilly, but it's supposed to be a beautiful day. Man, it'd be great to kick off the week with a bunch of people there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I get it. It can be boring because it's only jury selection, but man, the media has had 3 days of nothing. So they're going to be swarming on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Agreed.
And plus with the motion to change the jury box. So they're gonna be there waiting to ask David and Alan questions about that too.
Yeah.
And did you see the pictures too? That I didn't realize how obstructed the view actually was.
I actually have them if you want to see them.
Yeah, if you do. Yeah.
Should I pull them up?
Yeah, while you pull them up, I'll keep talking. How about this? How long has that courthouse been there? And it hasn't been brought up since?
I know.
Or maybe it has and they haven't done anything about it.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, it's never been a
pulling
problem.
up those pictures?
Yeah, I'm trying. Hold on. There we go. All right. So this is from, let's see. Let me bring it up and share my screen. Get rid of all this stuff.
1827. Scott's the man with the facts. That's how long that courthouse has been there. I don't know who that Facebook user is, but I'll be there early too. I think there's people know on Facebook, I think there's a way you can check something so your name shows up. I could be wrong.
Can you see that?
I can see it.
Okay. So that's the view from seat number 9. And look at where the witness is, like right here. Here's the judge's.
That's her little area. But I think, again, what the purpose of this is when, Jen McCabe takes this chair and she sits here and tells a bunch of shit. These jurors need to be able to see her face. They need to see her. But they also, I guess, there's a problem as well, Paul, with the if they turn the chair, then Karen won't be able to see them.
Right.
So they really got to kind of revamp the courthouse. It'll be interesting to see what the hell they do, if they do anything.
Yeah, like we always say, we're no legal experts, but if I remember correctly, there's actually 2 motions or 2 parts to the motion, because the one motion is that the witnesses. Bev originally said that they can turn the chair so the witnesses could see it, but then Karen wouldn't be able to see the witnesses.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was 2 separate ones there. So to make sure they had that all covered.
Yeah. And, you know, they really care about Karen getting a free trial these days. So, you know, they're definitely going to accommodate, I'm sure.
Yeah, the fair trial is definitely.
You know, because, you know, that buffer zone is for Karen.
Yep.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. So that's the seat. That's the view from 9.
Yeah, there's a couple different views, but you get the point of it. It just kind of goes right down the line. So every seat to the left, I mean, you're looking at the profile of somebody the further down, and it's not until you get to the opposite end of the row where you actually can see what the witnesses look like. So
think about that comment from Scott, huh? You see it?
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Seriously. What have they been doing this whole time? I can't believe no one's ever said anything.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who said it. It was pretty funny. They were talking about why no one brought it up. And someone said, well, you had Alan Jackson flying in from LA and walked in and goes, what the hell is this?
Exactly. That's some actual like attorneys walking in there, not just, you know, the Commonwealth people.
There's the cat. We haven't seen the cat in a while.
She's getting really big.
Yeah, she's not a kitten anymore.
No. So her bites and her claws are huge.
Yeah,
Nice.
she's out of control.
Yeah. She's crazy. Anyway.
So everyone knows tomorrow the buffer zone's still in place.
Yep.
What does that mean, Tracy?
Means that's a loaded question. That means don't go over the buffer zone.
Yeah, but basically means we can't go, if you're new and you haven't been there yet, you can't wear anything Karen Reed or any signs in between 200 feet of the courthouse.
That's right.
So
Also, apparently you can't put signs on public property either.
yes, we saw that.
And you also can't beep or make any noise as you drive by.
So yeah, so I think it was the last day or two, police were taking out license plates and actually stopping people that were honking going through the buffer zone in front of the courthouse.
Yeah, so that's
Their excuse was that it was disrupting the court because it's too loud.
Yeah, come on.
they just can't. They just
Chrissy,
Anyway.
you don't need our permission, okay? You do what you want to do.
I break the buffer zone. Well, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Chrissy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. Huh, Chrissy?
Listen, we can never tell anybody what we talk about it all the time. It's First Amendment. We talk about the First Amendment, and everyone has their own right to do whatever they want. So it's totally up to you, what everyone wants to do. But
Yeah.
let me put a little side note. On what's today? Friday? No, today's Sunday.
Sunday.
So
I wish it
Friday, we got notification from the the SJC, that they want to expedite our appeal of the buffer zone.
I like
What
it.
does that mean? That means that they are very interested. They're not just going by it. So they're actually going to listen to us, the ACL, and Doctor. I'm not even going to pronounce. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his
the
name.
guy's name exactly.
But so that being said, I have a hunch that maybe they'll be watching us a little bit clearer the next day or two, because we have to have our brief in by 12 o'clock on Tuesday.
Mhm.
The state has to reply by 9 a.m. and by 6 p.m. on Wednesday.
Yep.
Man, Lally and Canoni and all them, boy, would they love to reply with, well, we have this 200-foot buffer zone and no one's listening to it, and this one got in trouble and this one got in trouble. We don't want that, I don't think.
No.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, we want a good chance at this.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
You know, because we want a chance that they're interested. It
Yep.
could mean nothing. They could just uphold it. But the fact that they reached out and said that they're going to let this appeal go through and listen to it in an expedited fashion is huge. And to put it in perspective for people, and it was put into perspective to me by somebody, if they change this buffer zone and if they get rid of it, how's that? You think the news is big now? This movement will be all over the country watching this, which is perfect for everybody. because what'll happen is every news agency in the United States, maybe the world, are going to be watching this trial like a hawk. More eyes on the state.
Yep. It's so true. You know, and
You know,
even on the
so-
other side of things, Paul, I mean, if it goes the other way, I mean, they're still going to be watching just as well because, you know, this is un-American what they're doing. You know, this I don't understand how Auntie Bev thinks she has the power to do what she's doing to us. So it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. You know, some big doings over the next couple of days, not necessarily, you know, even just with the trial, but with the buffer zone.
Yeah. You know, and then down the line, when someone else in the country has the same problem, and if we fight it and we win, we're helping them. We're fighting. And it's not, when I say we, I'm not talking about us three. I'm talking about everybody.
We, all of us.
The collective we.
We are fighting for First Amendment rights for everybody in the country, starting in Norfolk County. And it's a fact.
Yep.
You know, we want as many eyes as possible on this thing. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I think too is, you know, the behavior that I saw last week, you know, and again, I wasn't there every day because just, you know, time didn't allow for it. But the behavior that I did witness is as I would have expected from this group. You know, people show up, they're respectful. They follow the rules. You know, I mean, it's tough to kind of keep it reeled in sometimes because, you know, again, the passion, the way this case has been going on for so long, everybody's so vested in it. It's tough to hold it all together, but yeah, everybody just does a great job. So we need to continue to do that. And like to your point, over the next couple of days, we definitely need to keep that, you know, that same mindset.
So, and for some new people that come for the first time, I know there are some. There's a couple different places you can park. You can park down in the center, and we can stay on that side, or you can park. You can park behind the Registry of Deeds, I believe. People have been, but you can't have any Karen Reed gear on your car, and you can't be wearing it or have signs. Some suggestions I got on Facebook today, which started with Kurt, I think, and then came to me eventually, was to put your signs in bags, trash bags, and carry them. Mm-hmm. My suggestion is if you know where you're going to stand, just drop them off before you go. There's always people there. No one's going to take them.
Yeah, it's so true. Everyone, even if someone picks it up, they know that they just picked up a sign. You know, your signs aren't going to get lost. Someone will always have them. No one's going to steal them. Believe me.
You know,
but yeah, just leave them where they are.
You know, I don't know what the plan. Well, last week we went into Monday. We went into the first day not knowing a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it all worked out.
Yep.
It seems to be that Karen's getting dropped off at the same spot every time. I don't know if that's 100% going to happen all the time. So a lot of people have been gathering if you're looking at the courthouse, staying to the right of it. Am I right? Yeah. If you're looking down that side by the church, but there's plenty of room down the left side. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people there tomorrow, so we could probably do both sides.
Yeah, I think so too.
But
well, while we're talking about it, do you want to bring in an expert who's there every single day?
We have an expert?
Yeah, we do.
Wow, let's bring him in.
All right, cool. Hi, Kurt.
What's up, Kurt?
Hey, Kurt, what's happening?
I'm looking for the expert.
It's you, buddy.
Hey.
Thank you very much, guys. Pleasure to be here.
Thanks for coming on,
man.
Thank you for having me.
So do you have any additions? Do you have any additions to what we were just talking about? Because you're there all the time. You're there every day.
Paul was talking about the parking. There's a parking lot, a municipal lot across from CVS on Eastern Ave.
Yep.
There's 2 CVS in Dedham, so make sure you go to the one on Eastern Ave. And then
a few people found that out last week.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we put the address
Thanks
out
to
there.
Dina for that.
We did.
That hint.
Right.
And the other one is underneath the bridge, just past that lot. There's more overflow parking there on that same side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And we should tell everybody that we've had no problems there. Really.
The Dedham police have been fantastic. The state police have been fantastic because we're all behaving and we're all, We're all being courteous and doing what they tell us to do. You know, like you said, it's it's not what we want to do, but
No.
we're abiding by the rules and staying in the buffer zone. And to what you said, Paul, you can have your gear on underneath, and if you happen to be in the right place at the right time and you put a big puffy coat on you over your Karen Reed gear, you might be able to walk up and get on TV or something,
Well, what I do, I bring a jacket just so everyone knows. Because if there's a lot of people, there's people on both sides. And I'm that guy that's afraid to miss everything.
Yeah.
So I put my jacket on. And if I put my jacket on, I've walked through the buffer zone, no problem. No one's giving me any of a hard time. As long as I don't have anything that has anything to do with the case on my showing. So if you walk through with an American flag, I don't think they're going to do anything.
Really?
Just so you know.
No, we've seen people walk through with the American flag.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
So let me ask you this, Kurt. So being there all week, was there a difference between the demeanor of the Dedham police versus the Stadies, or were they pretty much the same?
The first day, everything I thought went pretty well. Everybody was, doing what they're supposed to do. It was the third and the fourth day that I heard that, like you guys had mentioned, that the state police had started stopping people from honking, because a lot of people that driving by, they see a group of supporters on one end, and then they beep their horn, and then they go right in front of the courthouse. They don't know where to stop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so when they get to the other side, there's more people egging them on to beep their horn again. But I guess after the second or third day, the state police started cracking down and yelling at people, hey, you're not supposed to be beeping the horn in the buffer zone and stuff like that.
And that's
Go ahead, Paul.
That's a tough call because, right? So I'm the guy, I tell everyone this. I wasn't involved in any of this stuff before. But now that I have, I don't care who's protesting what. When I drive somebody and I see someone holding the sign, I honk. So they're giving people a hard time that might not even know what's going on. They just see people protesting and they're giving a quick honk.
Right.
So it's going to happen,
Yeah, there's definitely people that are unaware.
The very first day I met with the Dedham police officer, very nice. Gave me a lot of misinformation, but he was very nice. Then I talked to Sergeant Lang, I think it is.
Lank.
Yeah, well, no, Lang is the Canton cop. I think his name's Lang. Someone can correct me. I think Christy.
Dedham cop.
You know what? You're right. I forget the name of the Dedham officer. The tall gray-haired gentleman. He was on the motorcycle one day.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the state police.
Okay.
Sergeant Lang, I believe his name is, was very professional and stern is the word I would like to use. But it is what it is. We'll just see what happens. I just know that after the first day or two, they realized they couldn't shut us up. So I got a feeling that someone said, guys, you need to step it up. You need to show some more state police to be a little more assertive. That's what I get out of it. Because they've been trying to shut us up for a year.
Yeah.
Different ways. And they can't do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, I think it was only a matter of time over the course of the week and going into this week. They're going to be putting us under a microscope even more, I think, this week, especially knowing that this motion is looming in the next couple of days could change things, and they don't want that. So, like you said, Paul, they're looking for any reason to say, well, look at what they're doing. They're breaking rules, and they do, so, we do. We got to, continue the behaviors that we've always had. This group of people is, we don't like the rules, but we still abide by them because we know it's for the greater good in the end. But
I think real quick, and then we'll get Kurt, and then I'll stop interrupting you. No, but tomorrow, if anyone's been noticing and watching, the people are waiting to go in court, and they were sitting outside first it started on the steps, then it backed up to the halfway down the sidewalk, and then they backed them up even further. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if they take them across the street this time.
Yeah.
Because what's happening, everyone's being very professional, everything, but we have people waiting to go in court, and we have 20, 25 people there, and all of a sudden, which works for us. We're golden. You know what I mean? Because we're all in pink hanging out.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised about that. So, all right, I'm gonna shut up for a few minutes.
Yeah. Shut up for a few minutes, for Christ's sake. Just kidding. So let's talk to Kurt. Kurt, why don't you tell us about your experiences, what got you into this? And I'm also going to show a few pictures as you talk through it. So,
Alrighty. My wife and my mother-in-law started watching Turtle Boy, and I come in and out of the house and I hear this guy talking and I hear this colorful language. We'll leave it at that. And I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 days later, finally one day I said to my wife, what is this thing you're watching? I knew a little bit about the case. I had seen it on the news and stuff. But my wife said to me, you do this, you do that. Can you sit down and give me 15 minutes and watch this framed video? And I sat down and I watched the video with her. And number one, Turtle Boy had me hook, line, and sinker. A lot of his humor, the name calling and the little names that he has for everybody. And then the case, just from the very beginning, I was just very intrigued. And as you can see behind me, my father-in-law, Mike Trevisoni, he's since passed, but he was a Boston police officer for 37 years. And he played a huge role in me and my wife and our family, being involved in this and getting involved because, some of the things that happened over at that house, you guys are probably sick of hearing me say this, but my father-in-law never would have sat down and stayed in that house and not came out of that house. He would have helped in any way. He would have directed traffic. He would have given CPR. He would have been doing a million other things other than hiding in the house. And that was one of the main things that struck me about this case was there's no way he wouldn't have come out of that house. It just didn't make sense to me,
Mm-hmm.
But, it goes on and on from there. I think the very first thing that I went to was the vote over at the Canton for the refresh my memory, Tracy, the vote on the
audit.
The audit thing.
oh yeah, sorry.
So that was the first time I stood out, and I met a few people. But that was my first time. I ran into Tom CPU and a couple other people. I ended up finding out, people that I've become very close with now were there, and I never met them that night because they were all on the main street going in, and I stayed on the front street, pacing back and forth like I normally do. I get ants in the pants and I got to keep moving, and it was cold back then. It was very cold.
Yeah.
That night was freezing. So
Yeah, it was.
I was walking back and forth just to stay warm.
Yeah, it was freezing that night.
But the first picture you had up was the first sign that I met at the Star Drive-In. I picked up a dozen signs for family members and for
Awesome.
me and stuff. So that was the first sign that I ever picked up. And then that second picture you had up was my first T-shirt that my wife bought me, and we just happened to be going up to Storyland or Santa's Village or something that weekend with my nephews, and they're all looking at me saying, "What's this shirt you're wearing?" And it started from there, and it kind of never turned back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool. There's the fam.
That's a group of great friends of mine that a lot of us went to high school together, and same thing. We got together one night and we're talking, and next thing you know, everybody's going out to their car and pulling out shirts.
Oh my
wow,
God.
really?
Insane. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That one is my house out in front. The sign has been there since I got involved, and I get a lot of people stop out in front and say hello and say they love the sign, and it's still out there today.
Do you find that over the course of time that people are a lot more familiar with what the case means versus, like I'm sure the questions were, what's this sign all about? Now they're like, oh my God, did you hear what happened yesterday? Or
Yes, there's a lot more people that know what's going on. I got to
Good.
tell you one funny story. I've got an old Italian gentleman that walks by and broken English. And one day he stopped me out front, and I've talked to him before real quick. And he says, how many Karen Reeds do you have if you're giving them away for free? He had no idea what the sign was. I could not stop laughing.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
That was after I was influenced by Dump Truck Man, and I don't want to take away anything from Dump Truck Man, but after he did his thing with the lifting the body up and having Karen Reed painted in the back of the truck, I kind of went a little overboard on my truck and went to town on it one night. I forget the exact date of that, but we did the same thing as the mobile billboard truck does. We drove out in front of the courthouse 4 or 5 times, and everybody went crazy.
Awesome.
I love it. I love seeing that. And, somebody else did that too. Peter Murphy did that for the Canton election, and he had all the signs in the back of his truck mounted the same way, and he was driving around. Yeah. It's amazing. It really gets, a lot of eyes on it. So, well, great job.
Yeah. So this next one is, and me and my high school friends, Jill in the middle has become my protest wife. We all grew up in the same town. I went to school with her older sister, Julie. Julie's actually watching. Hello, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
And, Jill and I reconnected. We were actually at a convenience store down the street, and we saw each other, and we both had our hoodies on. And she said, "You going to the protest?" I said, "Yep." And we've been hanging out ever since.
She's awesome. She's such a nice person.
Jill is great.
She's so funny.
Yes.
We won't talk about the person on the left right there.
Oh, Kendra? She's always photo bombing.
Yeah, she loves the camera.
Yeah. I love this one. This is great.
My wife and I are big holiday fans. We decorate the house pretty extensively for both Halloween and Christmas. And mostly it's Disney themed, but this year I went a little overboard and, was in the free Karen Reed spirit, and I made the tree, got a lot of attention.
It's awesome.
Peeps and stuff.
Look at that thing. That's great.
Yeah.
Dana's a pretty good decorator for Christmas, so you guys might have to compare your pictures because.
Yeah, I didn't make a tree though.
No, you didn't make a tree.
No,
you gotta step up your game.
Well, there's that old joke, look what I made out of this palette.
Yeah.
And I obviously sent these to all my friends. Hey, look what I made out of this old palette.
I love it.
This is a nice spring day. Me and my protest wife Jilly are out doing our thing.
Canton 9 day.
Yeah, that's
all bundled up. There's the puffy coat, my security jacket.
Yep. That day was so cold.
Oh
it was.
Oh. Tell us about this
guy.
That
there is Mr. Mike Trevisoni. Best father-in-law a guy could ever ask for. I don't want to get all teary-eyed. There's a lot of family watching. He was an all-around great guy. He, besides being a Boston police officer, did everything for the family. He coached boys and girls basketball at St. Catherine's here in Norwood, Mass. He volunteered at bingo. He was just an all-around great guy.
That's awesome. It's a great painting.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
There's my favorite sign.
Yes, I figured you'd like that one, Dana. We threw that one in there for you.
You have the
There's
best
me
sign.
and Jill again, and then Ann's in there, and Joan, who are other friends who protest, support and protest with us a lot. They're always there.
I see them everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yes. They are everywhere. They're so dedicated. Yep. There he is.
That's me and the Queen go to Disney World quite a bit, and we were down there the week that a lot of stuff happened. I was upset we're going to be going away that week. But I says, no, I give enough time. I'm going away on vacation.
I understand that, by the way.
And I brought, I brought all my shirts, and every other day I was representing somewhere,
That's awesome. That's a great picture, by the way,
Yeah, it
too.
is.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the castle in the back. That's great. This day.
Oh my
That
God.
was another crazy one.
Yeah, it was.
Sideways
that was
rain,
Easter, right?
sideways rain, ice,
Yeah.
smack you in the face,
Yep.
and I actually walked back to my truck for 10 minutes to warm up and change their sweatshirt and put a different pair of gloves on because
Yeah.
everything was soaked.
Yeah, we soaked
I
that
got
day.
in my truck, I closed the door, and it downpoured, and all these other guys stayed out there. And I came back 15 minutes later, the rain had cleared, and I says, you guys are great for staying out here. And they did. They stayed out there. It was treacherous.
Troopers right there. Aww.
We all know how much we all love our dogs. Didn't want to put one over on Nathan because Nathan is our mascot, but
Yeah,
these
you
are my babies.
Aww.
You got Teddy on the left, the fur ball, Lexi in the middle, and Brody on the right.
Nice.
Brody. Love it. We've met that dog though, right? Didn't you brought two? Didn't you bring two?
I
of them?
brought Teddy over to Meatball Morrissey's office.
That's right. We've met Teddy.
Teddy's the puppy, and she's the best as far as being with other dogs. Without Brody is very protective of the other two, so
Yeah.
he
Aw.
would have been in everybody's face.
Yeah. Yeah. We have one of those.
And that's both my wives, my beautiful wife Donna and my protest wife Jill in the background.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Aw. There's one more I think I skipped. It's let me go back. There it is.
That's the first sign I ever made.
That's
That
a
was
great sign.
Old Orchard Beach. We were up there with my nephews having a lot of fun, and always have a lot of fun. Speaking of which, while I'm talking about Old Orchard Beach, a shout out to the Julius family, Tracy and Bob and everybody else. They're big supporters, and just wanted to say hey to them. Because
Awesome.
if we wouldn't have known about how great Old Orchard Beach was if Tracy didn't tell us all about it. We've been going up ever since.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's beautiful there. All right, I think that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good job.
I love seeing those beach ones. I don't know why.
I can't. I'll never get sick of them. It's
When I was
so
on-
awesome.
When I was walking, I think where was I? I was in Aruba, and I was
Yep.
walking. I was walking along, and I looked down. And there's the girls I met on the boat, and they had their free Karen Reed all done in the sand right there. It was awesome.
Yeah. We did the same thing. We leave our shirts on our chairs when we were at the beach, or when we went to Great Wolf Lodge this past year for the first time.
Oh,
And
cool.
we when we're in the pool with the boys, we leave our shirts on the bench and we come back and there's people standing around talking about the shirt, and next thing you know, the conversation is up. Thank you, Colleen.
Really is the best sign. When I saw that, I was
Hey,
like,
listen, I get a lot of credit. I a lot of people love that sign, and it's almost irreplaceable now. It's kind of like my trademark,
yeah, it is.
It is.
Speaking of signs, real quick, Dan, is your signs ready?
I just gotta, yeah, they'll be ready. I just gotta, I gotta mount them. I haven't had time. It's been a busy weekend.
That's what
But
she said.
no, hey, but yeah, no, well, I'll have them done. It's funny, and for the record, people are like, oh my god, you draw those? I'm like, oh no, absolutely not. I can't draw stick figures. I have a hard time drawing. So
I told everyone you did.
well, all right, yeah, I mean, I did that.
Then he did. That's the story. Then we just decided. That's the story. We're
Thanks,
going.
Paul.
No problem.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
that's what I
it was-
told my son when I told him to make me one.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, they it came out great. I mean,
Yeah, it came out
I loved putting it all together, and they all look so great. Especially in Eddie. Eddie's a perfect Superman.
Yeah, he
for
is.
that picture. So I love it. what was I just going to say? Oh, so backing up to the animals too. I noticed that last week, Thursday, I believe, Nathan was back and Tim
Yes.
back into the mix. So it was good to see pictures of them back from their trip.
All dressed up in their pink.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it.
Let's ask Kurt this question. Can you please ask Kurt about him blocking out Grant this past week, escorting Karen into the building and keeping her
Well,
safe?
my head still hasn't come down the swelling. My wife
I know,
said
you were
it
so excited.
3 times.
So this past week she said, Kurt, right?
Yes.
Right? She recognized, she knew who
Yes.
you were.
And I've been blushing ever since. It was, there's little things that happen in this movement that just make you say, this is what it's all about, and this is what makes it worthwhile. And obviously that was one of those moments. But Monday morning, the first day of, what is it, the jury selection.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Rocco had asked for was doing his normal thing, his fundraising, and I sent we had some credit card. Somebody had gotten a hold of our credit cards, so our credit cards were all frozen and stuff. So I couldn't use the credit card, but I could use the Venmo or that. So when Nick was doing one of his fundraisers, he said, if you can't do credit card, if you'd rather do this way or that way, So I said, you know what, I'll just send money in Venmo. So I had sent some money to Venmo, Karen's defense fund, the day before or whatever. And 6:30 in the morning, Monday morning, Karen sent me a very nice thank you.
Wow.
I'm saying to myself, with everything else this girl has going on, she took the time out of her morning, that morning at 6:30 in the morning, to send me a message to thank me for the donation. Yeah. That just pulled on my heartstrings. I'm like, you know what? This is why we're here. It's crazy. But it just coincidentally, 3 days later, Thursday morning, I was out with the people doing our thing over in front of the church, and I turned around and everybody was gone. And there was 3 or 4 of us left, Scott and Neil and, a bunch of the regulars. I said, where did everybody go? He says, well, Karen's here. They're all going up to see her. And I says, oh, I had, one of my sweatshirts on and I couldn't go. And I said, wait a minute. I carry like 10 changes of clothes in my truck. I went over to my truck and I grabbed the puffy coat and I put it on and I covered my shirt. And I ran up there and I saw Grant doing his normal thing. And I just started walking around, standing in front of Grant. I've done it before. That's how I got on that other picture from, I believe it was the New York Post or something.
Yeah.
Where I'm in the blue Karen Reed, standing next to Yannetti or Jackson, one of the two of them. And you can't see in the picture. It looks like I'm, security once again, but I'm holding my sign in front of Grant's face. So he can't get his picture and ask any stupid questions, but you couldn't see it in the picture they put.
Oh, wow.
I went over to do the same thing and stood in front of Grant so he couldn't harass Karen. And I turned around and Karen was standing right next to me. I didn't even realize it. And I looked at her, I said, good morning. And she said, Kurt, right? And I'm blushing. And now I look up, I look across the street. And it was like I was on the red carpet. All the cameras are facing me. And I said, what am I going to do? Am I going to stand here or am I going to walk? And I just started walking. And next thing you know, I'm, front page news. So yeah, my head is still, my head is still swollen and still very full of myself. But, got a lot of support from the family and my phone's been ringing off the hook and stuff. People seeing me on the news and stuff. But
that's good.
Hey, like everybody says, everybody does their part. I'm sure if there was a lot of other people there, they would have done the same thing. Especially when you see Grant. I don't even like to say his name, but when he does his stupid stuff,
So, and people don't know, like this whole protest stuff isn't organized by Karen at all. But I know for a fact she appreciates it all, and when she remembers people and she remembers their names because she knows that Kurt was out there in freezing weather to support her. She knows Tracy, Paul, and Dana. She knows that Allison's taking pictures. She knows everyone, and I guarantee it. She appreciates it. Their family seems like the sweetest family whatsoever.
Yeah.
But if I want to put it crystal clear, she ain't organizing this, and she ain't paying us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Julie.
way.
Yeah.
No,
Nobody
you hear that,
wanted
Julie?
to be paid.
That was for you. That was for you, Dana.
I know. You get me going again.
Yeah. I told her she sucked the other day. You heard
He
me.
does.
She's horrible. I don't even want to play it again because it makes my
Yeah. Someone was asking for it, but we've seen it a million times, I think.
yeah. I'm trying
That's
to find your video, Kurt, because people are screaming at me to play it, but I can't find it.
Someone sent it to me, but I think.
The Fantastic Seven, or what are they calling us now?
What?
Somebody said when I walked across the street, it looked like an album cover. My niece Lulu says, "You look like you're on an album cover." You mean the famous Beatles album when they're walking on the sidewalk?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's you. Abbey Road.
Yes. While I'm speaking of Lulu, Barbie and Lulu and Andrea helped me set up the iPad and everything. So kudos
Nice.
to you guys. Love you all, and they're big supporters too. Barbie's
Yeah,
here
us
all-
boomers need help, right, Kurt?
Huh?
Yeah.
Us boomers need help.
Oh my God. You get so frustrated, and they just look at it and go, you just press that button and that button, you're all set. You know?
Oops. I think I have the video. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Let me try to play it back.
Make sure you get my good side.
All right. Might take me a while.
Dude.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John Barron, for bringing that up. Like I wasn't dying to talk about it anyways.
All right. Let me share my screen. I got it right here. This might also take me a while. It was window, right? And then it takes a while to show up to share. It's weird.
Well, I'm going to give 2 more shout outs while you're doing that.
All right.
My cousins, or my aunts, Penny and Debbie, are watching. I know that for sure.
Okay.
And, you know, when you guys say, I know you say this all the time, but when you guys thank everybody, you know, and say not everybody can be there and everybody helps out in their own little way, that goes, you know, that hits really home with a lot of people. I get private messages from people thanking me for being there. Just them sending us messages, you know, means a lot. We know they donate. We know they, you know, buy popcorn from Resistant to Silence because it's the best popcorn out there. You know,
That's right. That's right. Because it's made
you
with
know,
love.
Shameless
yeah.
plug.
And the other thing I wanted to mention, you know, I've met so many nice people along the way, but like people like Kimberly Bin. Kimberly put a message out, never been before. What can I expect? I returned her thing and said, you know, hey, I'm going to be there. If anybody, you know, if you feel, you know, anxious about getting there, you want me to come out to your car and meet you and escort you or whatever. You know, we're all friends here. We're all nice here. Nobody's here, you know, looking for trouble or anything.
Right.
And Kim and I have been friends ever since. She shows up all the time, you know, but there's so many people, you know, to reach out to, you know, and like I said, you know, all the regulars that are there all the time, Jason, Allison, Neil, Scott, Rita, I could go on and on. Minion Mike, we miss you. You know, we're all pulling for you, but, you know, I know Minion Mike's watching and, you know.
Hey, Mike.
No, brother.
All right. Let me share this video. I hope it works.
Pull it back a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
Kurt, right?
Aw. Kind of slow. Not gonna lie. This is from Tom, CPU, so thank you, Tom. There it is. Wait, one more time.
Who's the guy in the puffy coat?
Yeah. Aw.
Look at the smile. Look at this one. Yep, I'm Kurt.
Ear to ear.
Kurt wasn't even walking; he was floating.
Yeah. That's great. Good job, Kurt. Protecting our girl.
Good job to Tommy CPU too, getting that.
I know, that was great. Great footage.
One more shout out while it's silent.
Yep.
My friend Maggie's in Paris.
Ooh.
She's watching, and Steve and Rachel and my nephews Enzo, Gino, and Nico all watching for the first time.
Those are the best names in the world.
Everybody sees my pictures with my nice Irish boys.
Yeah.
Gino, Nico, and Enzo.
That's fantastic. Yeah. What's their last name? Oh, don't say their last name. Never mind. I'm sure it's nice in Irish as well.
Right.
So, Kurt, do you have any, because you're so experienced, what's your suggestions for people just coming tomorrow and for the first time? What would you say to them?
I would say, there's usually plenty of signs there. If you don't have signs and you want to show up, people, you can borrow signs from somebody else. A lot of us have been showing up with flags. If you have a flag, but one of my main things would say, if you're going to wear something, also bring something to cover it up, because, if you want to walk from one side of the buffer zone to the other, go down and say hello to the other side and say hello to some people, see what's going on the other side. You might want to, just a jacket or another sweatshirt, something like that. Usually there's snacks there. Usually there's water. Everybody brings a little something to share with everybody else. But there's plenty of places to eat around there. A lot of times when court has a recess, we go down the street and get a bite to eat. So you don't really need to bring food, but if you want to have some snacks in your vehicle or whatever, prepare for the weather. It's New England. Every day is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of snacks, I want to give a shout out to Chrissy Young. The first day last week, she brought donuts, and I mean donuts.
They were the most amazing donuts. I was so busy, I didn't even get one. I was so pissed.
I thought Paul was going to say, speaking of snacks, buy your popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be tomorrow.
Kurt, what's about, someone said, ask Kurt about his flag phase.
I don't know. I don't know if she's talking about my flags behind me or whatever, but I started out with the camera's back I started out with We the People, and I was holding that one in my hand, and then I put flagpoles on my truck and dressed the truck up, and a little something new every day.
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
Scott has candy in his truck.
Don't say that too loud. Tom might be watching.
Well, I brought the candy, and I had to leave early and go back to work, and Scott was staying there for a while. So Scott was nice enough to put the candy in the back of his truck. So if anybody wanted, it was still there.
Scott's there every day.
Every day.
Scott is the man.
Bright and early.
Yeah.
And he's a great interview too. He did really well last week. It was awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so you must obviously notice all the media presence there. You got interviewed by a couple different people, didn't you?
I did. Day? Yep, I did. They talk to you for 15 minutes, and then when you stutter, they put that on camera.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a little nervous when I'm on camera when it's live. It's different when it's recorded and then they put it on later. But I don't know. Everyone says I did all right. So
you did great.
Yeah,
you did great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't be surprised, because it's happened to me. I've done some interviews, and they don't use the clip, and then a week later they use that clip.
Yeah.
That did happen the other night, because we watched one, and it had a different part of the segment, and then on the 10 o'clock news they used a different portion.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm learning about it. Like, I know if it's closer to 5 and they interview you, they throw something together quick, and then they redo it again for the 10 and 11 o'clock news.
Yeah.
But
we're all learning.
I was so impressed last week watching all the interviews, because it was so many different people being interviewed, and everyone did a great job talking about the facts and representing our movement and representing our group very well.
Well, we learned very well from you, Paul. You do a great job, and you give us good examples, and Dude, when I interview me, I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth.
I know the feeling. Yep.
It's really it's intimidating.
I do. It's the same as it's like what I always say. It's old school when Will Ferrell gets up and starts talking and he gives that debate and he just blurts out a bunch of shit and he gets done. He's like, "What happened?"
He's
Like,
like-
that's how I feel
like
every
dizzy.
you know.
Yeah.
My toughest one was when NBC 10 came to my house about like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
It was a planned interview, so I knew they were coming. I had 6 hours to think about what I was going to say.
That's not good.
And it was worse. I'd rather
Was
have
that
them
the
just
day
show
you were
up.
standing out in the front yard in the woods?
Yeah, by my house. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you did it fantastic.
No, I know,
Great.
but I'm telling you, for 6 hours before then, I'm going over in my head like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'd rather have.
Oh,
just
that was me 2 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Hey, one other thing while you asked.
17 red, Chrissy
knows,
Mello. 17. Go ahead.
Sorry.
just so everybody knows, the court usually goes to lunch from 12 to 2. So if you've only got limited time to come and hang out with us, don't show up at 11:30 and, show up either first thing in the morning or show up after 2 o'clock.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that.
A lot of people show up at 11:30, 12 o'clock, and they're like, where is everybody? What's going on?
Yeah,
There's
that's
nobody
happened a
here.
couple times.
Everybody's down the street having lunch,
Can I interject for a second, though? If those people show up at 11:30, 12 while we're eating and they're hanging out, that message is continuing while we're eating. So that's okay.
No, I understand that too. I'm
Yeah.
just saying because like when we go to lunch, we try and stagger it so that, like you said, 5 or 6 people stay behind, 4 or 5 go at a time and come back. But that is a great point too. I just didn't like last week. We had one day, there was people on both ends. And then 2 days later, we were all up at the church end and a couple of people went down in front of the Oddfellows Hall and they're like, hey, where is everybody? And we were all up the other end, but.
No, yeah.
So it all works out. And guess what? Once the trial starts, it gets a little bit different. More people are going to be showing up. More people are going to hang out longer. I know it. Everyone I talk to have all their PTO days saved for once the official trial starts.
Yeah, and then I don't know how they're going to do it with like the witnesses being called to the stand. Do you know if they like announce that and like we know the day in advance kind of a thing, or we have no idea? We won't know, right? It's kind of a stupid question, but just trying to figure out if we knew like when Jen's going to be up. Like that's the day I truly want to be.
Yeah.
I want to hear what the hell she's got to say for her. So
We'll see. We'll see how it works.
yeah, exactly.
Figure it out.
I might just have to take the next couple of months off.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just quit for a little while.
Exactly.
See if they take you back.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be at my job later in a little bit, and I have big black trash bags, so I'm gonna grab a bunch in case someone needs them for tomorrow too.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Does anyone have any more questions for Kurt? Let's see.
Put 'em up.
Oh, we'll bring trash bags.
I think that's it.
That's it. Wait, let's see if they're coming through. Do you have a lag? Any last words, Kurt?
No, thank you guys for having me, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right.
Well,
Thanks for all you
I think
do,
I got
Kurt.
all the shout outs. I mean, there's too many people to list.
I know.
The people that are there every day. I could go on and on and on. Like I said, there's just so many. I met a bunch of new people. I stopped by the Patriot, the Legacy Place today at the protest. Me and the wife were driving by, and I stopped in there, and I met a bunch of people that saw me escorting Karen, and a bunch of people come over looking for my autograph, and I said, I'll see you Monday. We'll sign all the autographs you want.
It's funny because we were down in Plymouth yesterday, and somebody walked up to Tracy and says, I know you from TV, right? She's like, yeah, and then introduced herself and whatever. And then we're in Boston today, walking around Faneuil Hall, and nobody really stopped to say anything, but she had her Free Karen Reed hoodie on. And I know 2 people that I heard directly who said, oh, Free Karen Reed. So people know, people are asking the questions, and that's why it's important to, again, everybody has their role. Everybody, spreading the word. You walking around with a Karen Reed hoodie on, or a pin on your jacket, or whatever the case is. People ask the questions, what the hell is going on with this case? And that's how we, keep momentum moving forward. So,
Yep. We got to keep getting bigger.
yep.
Yeah,
There we go.
we were at Monster Jam at Gillette Stadium yesterday, and I got 2 or 3 people that said, "Hey, love your sweatshirt,"
Awesome.
and a bunch of thumbs up, and a couple people yell in the stands and stuff. So yeah, like you said, it's everywhere, and everybody's starting to take notice. So every little bit helps.
Yep.
It does.
All right. We'll see you in the morning.
Very good.
See you in the morning.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Kurt.
Thanks again.
Thanks,
Have a great
Kurt.
night.
All
Brother.
Right.
That was awesome.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was great. I love having people on. Just
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's really cool.
he's still
He
there.
is.
He's
See
a
what long road?
diehard, he's one of the all-stars. He's there all the time. And it's just, there's nothing like the people that small group that's always there,
Thank you, Lauren. I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late.
Giddy up.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
All right. What else do we got? What's next? We got to do standouts
Yeah, you got regular standouts. I know you posted that stuff, Paul.
Yeah, we got a bunch of standouts this week. We have obviously Karen every day.
Yep.
We have Turtle Boy, Clarence, Aiden, Doctor. I won't call him Daddy.
Yeah.
Tuesday and Friday. And then we get into the weekend. We have Lemonster from,
Nice.
I believe, 11 to 2 out on Bridge Street. It's listed on the page, listed on the thing. Then we have Born, typical time. We also, I didn't hear from Legacy Place for this week either or next week, but I put it on there because they're there every week
Yeah. You can
from 2
count
to
on
4.
that.
And then Sunday we have Renee and her crew down in Plymouth. Man, they have a great time down there.
Yeah. Renee got a lot of good people there today. She
might have some surprise visitors next Sunday too. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Peter Murphy made his way back into the varsity team today and showed
Yeah,
up.
he did.
Good to have him back.
Yep.
Colleen, good question. Let me put that up there. Is Front Street ever getting any love again? There's
Funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, funny you mentioned that. A couple of people sent me a message about Front Street for this Thursday. And if they're in trial, it's only a half a day. So Thursday would be a great day to do Front Street. So we're going to add that to the list for this week.
Also, don't forget Denise on the Mass Pike.
Oh, yes. And while the show was going on, someone messaged me about Denise and reached out to Denise. Is going to hook up with Denise and hang out with her out in the Mass Pike.
Fantastic.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Denise actually called in the other night, was on the Glare, and told some stories about her standouts and being out there by herself. And it was fantastic. I love the passion. I appreciate that she's out there as often as she is. So thank you, Denise.
I want to put this question out here, Diane, because I did inquire about what the motion means. Is it just during court or is it through the whole entire trial? And here's the answer I got. I talked to the clerk's office. They told me, read the order carefully. Goodbye.
Thanks.
But just so you know, someone went to Dedham over the weekend and all the barrels are still out. Everything's still in place. So I'm thinking it's every single day while the trial is going on.
Yeah, jury selection has nothing to do with anything right now.
No, nothing.
The order clearly states during the trial. So we're hoping that by the end of the appeal, that might be changed, because that's one of the questions that we have is the order is so broad. It's not narrowly tailored. We don't know what time we can get there, where we can go, how long it goes for. Can we go there on Saturday? Can we go there on Sunday? We do not know.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the Lemonster one. Where is it? I had mentioned it, but I'll put it up there. People see it. And
We skipped one. Yeah.
I'll get back to it. Kate
all right.
Peters has court on Wednesday. and Aiden is a witness in that case. So I believe he's going to be there for that one too. And that's out in Leominster on Wednesday. I don't have a time for that. I know Scott McGinnis does. So if he can put it in the chat, that would be great.
Why don't you stop removing my comment things?
Well, I didn't touch it.
You're like, oh, we'll get back to that. West Roxbury Star Market. What's
I don't know
that?
what that is.
Is there an address for that one and a time and a day?
Lisa said she had a good standout there. I asked her where it was, but hold on a second. I'm trying to find it back in the chat again.
All right.
She had it today at the Stop and Shop in West Roxbury. Paul, so I don't know if you've caught wind of that, but Lisa, if you have those going forward, get that information over to Paul. We can share it on the page and get more people there. Send them the address, time, date, whatever you're going to be doing, and we'll try to recruit some more people and get them over your way.
Yep.
Oh, is she just saying that's where she wore a shirt?
Yeah, I believe so. That's why I was confused.
I'm confused. All right. Anywho, if that's a thing, let us know and we'll put it on there. But thanks. All right. What's next?
Julie Grant's an asshole. No, that's all I got. That's.
Dude, we're gonna have to have a sit down, Dana.
I'm really trying to come to terms with this whole thing.
Should we play it?
Do you have it?
If we got
I'd
it.
have to find it.
All right, can I put this on the screen for a second?
Yeah.
That's it right there. But that's for Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
No, there you go. Thanks, Scott.
Krusty. I love it's like what we call her. It's her name.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Imagine having that as a nickname. It's
Yeah.
horrible. Anyway.
KP. She's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could find it. So let's.
Yeah, I think we've seen it enough times.
Well, I do want to play the one that that Matt like totally shut her down.
You have it ready?
No, but I can find it. That's the better of the two.
While you're looking for it, I'm going to answer this question.
Yeah, go nuts.
Someone said, can we support TB in front of the courthouse? The court order says no demonstrations of any kind. That's all. That's the answer we can give you. That's one of the things why we need to get clarification through the appeal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just, we got to wait. We just got to wait. Hopefully Wednesday we'll have some kind of an answer, but we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Typically, I don't answer these questions from anybody because anything they say, I don't believe. So I just leave it as B. I don't know who KP talks to.
Ooh,
Nor do I care.
All right. I found it.
I hope that didn't sound rude. I wasn't being rude. I was just saying we don't know. When Grant, KP, and all them speak, they're lying because their lips are moving.
Exactly. All right. Give me 2 more seconds.
Yes, you found it.
I got it. It's going to take me a sec.
There you go. Just for Dana.
Oh, shit. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. Hang on.
Please hold. Your call is very important to me.
It's not.
No, it's not.
All right. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm getting there.
This laptop doesn't want to do too many things at once. Oh, Paul, do you have something to say about the justice page, by the way?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I'll just say it because I don't want to screw up a video thing. For those who don't know, the justice page reached 30,000 people today.
That's fantastic.
That's
amazing.
awesome.
I mean, that's 30,000. We need that thing, we need it.
Yep.
We're gonna have Aunt Dylan give us a lesson.
I know. We need to spend some time with Dylan.
Also,
Yeah.
by the way, I probably will at some point tomorrow. Any day we're at court, Dylan wants us to hop on his channel. We're going to try to hop on when we can, him and Sean. So, but still, I mean, I'm still amazed at 30,000 people. So, and that's just that one page. There's several pages. You put them all together. It's a lot of people.
Oh, here.
Are you ready, or can I still,
Oh
you
my
want to still
God.
talk?
Annoying. Hold on. Hold the phone, you guys. Sorry.
All right, I'll keep talking. Because we guys were talking about wearing sweatshirts and
I want to pause.
Yeah.
you know, the best part about wearing the sweatshirts and the
All right, I'm just going to share it and start it again. Hold on. It's just that good. That's why I'm taking this. Facebook. You guys talk or something? Dead air. Come on.
I was just waiting. I was talking, and I thought you said you were sharing it.
You're on mute.
Oh, well, you the volume turned way down.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah. I know. Sorry. I'm losing. Like, all right, I got it. I got it. All right.
Go.
Oh, that's not it. What the heck?
Everything in their power to do that. And now that it's gone forward, it's like, oh boy, here we are. We don't know what to say. Tap dance. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, you know, what I to see protesters out in front for a defendant, especially a defendant that's an accused cop killer. But it's also unusual in this case that you don't have police in uniform during the hearings in support of their fallen friend.
The judge restricted that.
Yeah, but not during the pretrial hearings.
Oh,
I know there have been police in the courtroom every hearing.
Usually, you know, in cases that I've covered in California and elsewhere, there is like a line of police in the gallery. I haven't seen that in the hearings that I've covered.
That's right. Slap her down, Matt.
Oh my God. You know why? Because Matt was there. Matt saw us. Matt knows what we're all about. She wasn't there. She'll never be there. She just wants to talk about how horrible we are and deplorable we are.
If Matt's there tomorrow, he's probably going to get a round of applause wherever he goes.
I know. Matt's the man. I got a selfie with Matt.
Yep.
Because he knows what the truth is.
Yep.
I loved it.
Yep.
Like, I could watch that over and over. It was like crickets. It was awesome.
Shut the hell up, Julie.
Yeah. Even her coworkers are like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Shut
Seriously.
up. Love it. Sorry. Okay. I had to do it.
Yep.
I think we're good for everything, right? Did we miss
Yeah,
anything?
I think we're good. Wow.
That was a good way to end it.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Screw her.
Yep.
Just to reiterate, 7:00 tomorrow or anytime, because if they're going to be in session, I got a feeling they're going to be in session all day tomorrow. I guess it depends when they pick juries and what happens after that. Because I'm sure they're going to have to address that motion at some point too. And also, I believe what's his face dropped some documents, Lally, some discovery on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they came out it was out on the justice page, all these other things. So I'm sure that might be followed by something from the defense. I could be wrong. I have no idea. So, because when something's dropped in, it's called lemon or Lyman. I forget how it's called. I think the defense has a chance to say something about it. I thought, but I could be wrong. It happens once in a great while.
Huh. Cool.
Well,
More documents.
Like everything else in this case, just wait a minute and something else is going to freaking come up.
Yep.
Crazy.
All right. Well, you guys keep it up. You're doing a great job. You know, the circumstances aren't, you know, like we want them, but we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Fighting.
Yeah. Keep it up. We ain't got no quit. You're doing a hell of a job. We're super proud. Anyone else?
That's it. That's all I got too. Thank you all for stopping by. Thanks to Kurt. Kurt, appreciate it, man. We'll see everybody tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Big week.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit that button
And buy some popcorn.
and buy popcorn. Popcorn. Popcorn.
Popcorn. You know you want it. Popcorn.
No pressure. Popcorn.
All right.
Oh,
There you
it's
go.
gonna be a fun month. It's gonna be a fun week.
Yeah, it is.
Love it.
All right, guys.
Oh, see you later.
All right. Be well.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.